So Malaysia Airports Niaga Sdn Berhad, also known as ERAMAN, was incorporated in 1993 and is a wholly owned subsidiary of Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad. ERAMAN started operations in January 1994 at the North Wing of Terminal 1 at the Sultan Abdul Aziz Shah International Airport and was the very first operator to introduce high-end fashion boutiques at the airport. Weekly Review had a chat with ERAMAN Head of Merchandising Core Products, Elina Jamaluddin, to talk more on ERAMAN and its growth going forward. Let's have a look.
ERAMAN basically is Malaysia's premier airport retailer, and we have been a while. It has been nearly 2 decades. This year is our 19th year, and the fact that we are under the Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad's umbrella, they are retailing arm actually, and we have close to 43 stores nationwide, and we are at the most major airports in Malaysia. Basically, it's KLIA, LCCT, Penang, Kuching, Kota Kinabalu, and also Labuan. So we cover the broad range of products. Okay, we have the perfume cosmetics, we have the chocolates, we have even for little children, and also fashion and also F&B. So we have quite a range of retail and F&B. Yeah.
So the thing is, having so many branches, how do you manage all these branches?
We have close to 600 staff by now. Okay, so in itself we have quite a big portion of our crew members. We have the support system at the head office. We have the warehouse people, and for each category we have each dedicated buyer. So in that sense, we have that infrastructure in place. So I think that's why that's how we can manage the whole retail of ERAMAN.
I see. I mean, managing the whole retail of ERAMAN is a big business itself. So having here, having been in the industry for like close to 2 decades right now, there are many challenges up ahead. So what are the most interesting or the most toughest challenges that ERAMAN has to go through before getting into this stage or this on the par stage?
Okay. As you would expect, at any airport for that matter, we are subjected to the conditions, the climate of aviation industry. So whatever happened to aviation industry, we are also equally affected. So we've gone through a wide spectrum of challenges, which included the SARS, the 9/11, the economic downturn, you name it. So we came across all those challenges, be it good or bad. Yeah, but in all those challenges that we faced, I think we persevered. Yeah, I think it's a testament. We grew double digit despite all the challenges. We grew double digit up until now. So it's a fit to us. But we will also want to move on. Look at beyond what can we expect more that we can do and contribute more.
We used to go through the 9/11, the economic downturn. Supposedly it has something to do with the effectiveness of the promotion, right? Can you tell us about promotions or give us an example on how you overcome all these economic downturns and also all these challenges?
Okay, for the fact that we have identified the drivers to the revenue, basically it's a spending per ticket, meaning to say in a basket of goods, how much the customer spends, okay, for a basket of goods, and also the percentage that drives the consumers in. So having identified those two, so we tailor-make those promotion programs depending on location as well, because here may be different from Penang, may be different from Kuching, so we localize it. Yeah. So but mainly the driving force behind it, we want to upsell to the customers. Yeah. So for example, like the confectionery, for example, we know that people tend to buy one, then we say, okay, we give them value proposition whereby you buy 3 and you get one gift or one extra thing, which we in turn want to use that as to upsell to the customers.
I see. That is an interesting localization.
Yes.
But the thing is, such as in Penang, the airport is not really big. Right. So, what is your marketing strategy then?
Okay, for Penang it's different also because the customers profile is different. We have a lot of passengers from Medan, so we tailor-made, we gear towards that target market. Yeah, so there's different from Kota Kinabalu, for example, because the tourists there are mainly from Hong Kong, from Korea. So we tailor-made to that customers. So, but overall, all in all, we not only do we target the tourists, passengers mainly here, but also the meter skaters like you and me, like the airport community. For a fact that we have a convenience store. So how do we tailor make to the airport community? We have thousands of them here. We have like people like you and I. We have the children also. Airport in itself is a destination of shopping.
How do you tailor-made for the airport community then? How does ERAMAN in KLIA cater to the airport community?
Okay, we again localized in terms of the shops, outlets. For example, we have convenience stores. So we also support our parent company, Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad, by, let's say, for example, even as simple as mineral water. It's $1.20. I would say the most competitive in any airports in the world. Yeah, to have that, we support Malaysia Airports aspiration. And the fact that we cater for the airport community, meaning, for example, like we do cater for example, Raya Mood. Like now we're talking about Raya Mood. We do sell the dates. We do sell just like any other retail outside. In terms of that.
Yeah. So in terms of revenue or the performance or growth for ERAMAN itself, what do you think? I mean, positive growth. Bullish, bearish. In terms of this economic downturn that we are having now, the Euro crisis, what can ERAMAN do?
So far we are blessed. We are blessed despite all the challenges. We feel blessed, and then we have grown tremendously somehow or other. Thanks to the passenger growth, as well as our strategies behind it, and our team members, basically the whole of staff of ERAMAN, and the support from Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad, and then our stakeholders. We have grown double digit every year. So as of for the first half of the year, we hit the $250 million mark. Yeah.
So what contributed to the $250 million mark?
Okay. Besides, firstly would have to be the passenger growth. Okay. It grew 4.8%. Okay, the passenger growth was 4.8%, but we grew by 13%. So yeah, every year we grew double digit. So like I said, strategies behind it in terms of overall, and also the fact that we localized, tailor-made it.
Talking about the concept, ERAMAN here and ERAMAN in KLIA, which is going to be the largest LCCT airport in the world. Largest terminal for low cost. So
but we're just going to name it KLIA 2.
KLIA 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about branding itself, how do you brand ERAMAN in KLIA 2 per se, or here? I mean, do you brand it in your products, or advertisements in the free-to-air channels or something like that?
Okay, the brand can come in many forms. Okay, the staff, the customer service. In fact, it's also branding in itself. For us, we tend, because we stick to our motto, creating excitement. Yeah.
So how do you create the excitement in ERAMAN itself?
Okay. Again, it depends on the product. So when it comes to children, we can really be creative about it. So the chocolates, perfume, cosmetics, a bit we tone down, but we tend to give the activities surrounding it. Yeah, and the products itself, the product selection, the strategy behind it. So again, it differs from one to the other, but all in all, the behind it, the scene behind it, we want to create that creativity amongst our people. Yeah, so that it shows to the customer in terms of deliverables to the customer service.
As we all understand, ERAMAN has a brand called the Flying Nomad. So can you briefly give us something about the Flying Nomad, and why do you have such designs, or why don't you just have some retailers like Vinci or Sid here?
Okay, Fly Nomad, it's an in-house brand, so we created it because besides other fashion brands, we have in the likes of Lacoste, we have Burberry, we have quite a range of brands.
In terms of double-digit growth, what are your future plans? In terms of growing the performance of ERAMAN?
Okay, the strategy in place, it all relates back to the drivers, yeah. So how we're going to increase the spending per ticket again, and also we are targeting the tourists. Okay, for now we have the Chinese from the mainland China, we have the Indians, we have across Asia Pacific the consumers. Not forgetting the meeters and greeters, the locals do spend quite a bit. So we really want to support that, in tandem with the passengers' growth.
In terms of the locals, did you have like a survey in terms of the locals? How much do they spend in ERAMAN itself?
Yes, we have it, and then it differs from location to location again. So we have analysis that shows, and we tailor-make it. Sometimes it's seasonal, yeah. Sometimes, especially for the last quarter, so that's our last relay that we really have to make it. So in that sense, I think we are pretty blessed with a lot of holidays, yeah. So we have a lot of travelers now. That's frequent travelers as well. So we target them, and we have repeat customers surprisingly, yeah, because we thought that only at the downtown, we have customers coming back, but even at our shops, at the travelers keep coming back. So that's a positive surprise.
Festive season is around the corner. Oh, festive season is now actually. So what is the promotion that ERAMAN currently doing?
Okay, we tend to, of course, in any, let's say in Raya, we do hampers, yeah, we do chocolate bouquets, and for the perfumes, we would like to promote those miniatures, the duo sets, because the passengers or even the can give us giftings, yeah, to give to our sisters, mothers, it's a gifting. Yeah.
So is there any kind of other promotions instead of gifting or giving hampers or something like that? Maybe you inculcate some of the ticket spending, buy 2 for 1 ticket or something like that?
Oh, that is all year round. Yeah, that is all year round. So that's we have on-counter promotions. That is without a doubt. So when it comes to seasonal, yeah, then we give them something extra special. And we are also currently in collaboration with CIMB, where we also have pay with point system, yeah, which the CIMB card holders can redeem their points here. So we inculcate that.
Okay, can you talk more on the CIMB collaborations? I mean, this is for the CIMB customers anyway.
Yes, of course. It's very interesting, and I would say a positive partnership, whereby firstly they can get discounts, with the credit cards, 10 to 15%. Okay, that's the discount part. Another part which is interesting is the pay with point system, whereby you just bring your credit card for those who have points. So we can check their balance, so they can just redeem. So yeah, so it's actually very interesting. So so they can buy the gifts here at the store. Yeah. So it's at all our major outlets. Yes.
Tune in to the weekly review next week for part 2 of the interview, as Elina showed us more what is ERAMAN all about, its aspirations and goals, and about setting up its first in-house fashion brand, the Fly Nomad, exclusively on Channel 127 UniFi.
Hi, I'm Elina Jamaluddin from ERAMAN Malaysia. You're watching Weekly Review on Capital.
Right there, that was ERAMAN Head of Merchandising Core Products, Elina Jamaluddin. Weekly Review takes a short breather now. Don't forget to send us your feedback on the show at weeklyreviewcapital@gmail.com or #weeklyreviewcapital on Twitter. Don't switch that channel just yet. Right after this, Oil and gas in Russia not enough, and Russia as your next holiday destination. Stay tuned with us.